My name is Kevin G Nicholson, and I am the host of this YouTube channel. It's been a glorious day. And right now, I am experimenting with a couple extra, dark, disturbing music tracks. Something out of a horror film, one might say. Ooh, it's got a nice ring to it, eh? So, there's a new album. It is April 27th, 2024. It was a beautiful day out. Not where we ain't yet, but it was certainly a good, clear spring day. For those of you who follow, you know I got my Oxalis triangularis molten lava with lasers. I got the plant today. I didn't get bulbs. They actually sent the plant suddenly grown. So I was pleased about that. And then I did hot dog day / birthday at my cousin's house, and that was nice. And then my mother got upset because everyone pretty much said party's over at 8:30. She wanted to keep going. I mean, I got to give her credit for tenacity, but oh boy, she still wanted to function. All right, that's fine. Even her friends were like, okay, we've had enough. So I'll be hanging out with you from now till about midnight. I didn't allow myself to drink too heavily today, which is good because I'm going to make up for it now. I only got another sip of Dr. Pepper here. Then we're on to the old beer. Another thing, my mother found this, and this was my dad's glass. And so there's a little bit of, it's been kind of memory lane for me the last week, so those of you who've been keeping track. My Disney World circa 1990s video released, I think this past week. And it's memories, a lot of memories. It's Saturday night. I know everyone thinks that we should be out doing something, but you know what? It's okay to just be hanging out this way. No D-weeds, no seaweed, no Shaka Khan. Oh, excuse me, still bubbles. Always be bubbles because I shot down that Dr. Pepper. Just blew that right down the old pipe. I got an issue. I heard a really good joke today about knees. It was really funny. It was just delivered perfectly. But I don't want to do it. I can't. I just can't. I don't know who's calling me. Let's see. It's not going to let me stop, is it? Oh, there we go. They know better. Well, that was exciting right off the bat, but this isn't a call-in show. That's all right. And I think I made a mistake that I think I accidentally deleted last night's episode, which is a shame because I thought I played pretty good yesterday. But that's all right. You know what? I got a positive attitude about this stream. I got a positive attitude about this month ahead. The sun was shining. We're supposed to have a warm week here in Danielson, Connecticut. I got Sherlock and loaded. I got a few beers. I got a belly full of food. And I got peace and flowers around me. I think it's all right. I think we're rolling with this. I'm pleased with where we're at right now. I don't need to double down. I don't want to risk it all. I just want to enjoy what I got right here. And I'd like to take this moment to cheers to you. Cheers. As I talk to you from my far, far away, I wish you good fortune. Hang out with me until midnight. And scene. I love that bit. Oh, I gotta put the numbers up. I gotta see if there's any shockety Kennedy as opposed to a shot to Kennedy. I can see myself up there. Set shadow banning me. They must be. Looks like it's going. Let's see. That's right. 78 watch hours to go, folks. And then I am officially an AdSense creator for what that is worth. It was very interesting to watch social dynamics in real time. I really like that. I always like seeing what's, what strikes a chord with people and how they interact, and seeing between the lines. Oh goodness, who's that? Who's that? Who that be? Lorenzo. Why do you want me to be? Hey. What's the horsey? Hey. She didn't like my joke. No, I'm if you're talking about the emotion, yes, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty pleased with my life. And if you are too, you know what gives you a sense of empowerment? It's touching that like button. If you touch the like button, you've empowered yourself to say, hey, look, I can poke at a button. I have that agency. And I encourage you all to do that. At various times over the evening, you can undo it, you can do it again. In fact, me and the like button were talking before I started streaming, and it was, I am definitely on drugs. Definitely on them. I did. How did I not I didn't realize they were sending a plant. There are bulbs under there, technically, but I didn't realize they were growing it. I thought they were sending me a packet of bulbs, because that's what I guess I misread it. But I guess that would also explain the time that it took for them to ship it. I'm like, why is it taking that long for bulbs? But there was a lot to it. I don't know if you watched the addendum. There was like this big long list on the box saying how we prepared it in a sterile environment, and it's Japanese beetle free and such. It was like, I guess they were under very stringent or strict regulations on how to grow it and how to send it out, because it is kind of a unique plant. But I got the unique plant from Wisconsin, and I'm like, that doesn't seem the region. But yeah, I repotted that today. I didn't do it. I didn't repot on camera, and I didn't do the morning glories on camera, but I did do the morning glories too, because they were ready. So we're going to see what's going to be sprouting over the next few weeks. But yeah, I was pleased. I mean, so that means I don't have to wait for it to spring up. It's already sprung. Now it's just to see if it expands. Are you talking about Japanese beetles? Yeah, they're pretty invasive. I haven't seen any around where I am, but I know my mother used to have them when she was actually doing roses back in the heyday. And we ended up getting like Japanese beetle traps and stuff like that. Although, I guess maybe they actually regulated him too often. But yeah, that was good. That plant came the way it did. The way they packaged it, there was dirt all over the inside of the package, which I guess of course there is. And there was a lot of documentation with it, like things to scan and a coupon, and we'll see how we'll see if they propagate well. If I can actually keep those suckers growing, that'll be great. And then, oh wait. Well, don't will that into the universe, because it won't end my channel, but that'll suck for my plants. We had like an outbreak of gypsy moth caterpillars. I want to say like 6 or 7 years ago. Wiped out so much of the forest around here. Yes. I want you to look at my balls. Look at my beautiful balls. These, they're just beautiful. BSP. That's not how you spell balls is hot. If you guys don't know already, my name is Kevin G Nicholson. I am the host of this YouTube channel, and we're listening to my latest album, Electric Euphoria, which you can find on all music streaming platforms like Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to be on here until midnight, and I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to be drinking this right here, the worst beer known to man. It's the Natty Ice Challenge. I am Kevin. I am the head of the Coven of Kevins. Oh, how old am I? I'm just old enough to know. Just young enough to get into trouble. All balls are cute. Was that supposed to be cute? Not all balls. I've seen some balls have taken the wrong turn. You don't want your balls to turn the wrong way. Because then, you got turny balls. You know what I'm saying? It gets bad. That is the worst beer ever. I'm drinking it for you. For you specifically. Summer disfigured. The horror. It's gonna be an interesting night, folks. I somehow sense a sleep stream coming on, but we'll play it out. Let me move my balls out of the way. You mean in canon? In canon, I think I'm something like 6 billion years old. Yeah, the balls are definitely. See, I got my white balls. I got my silver balls. I got my clear balls. And I do have blue balls, but I don't keep them with me because I don't like to bring that sort of negative juju. Well, I like to open by sharing with the audience all the personal facts about my balls. Some people might say that's inappropriate, and they'll bite me. I can show my balls if I want to. There's no law that says I can't show you my balls. Are there any modifications besides color to the volcanoes that you've noticed yet? They seem smaller than like the Oxalis triangularis that I like and that I've been propagating. Have really large leaves and really pretty white flowers. It seems almost bonsai miniature, but it's only been in my possession a day, and you got to give it some observation. I want to see if it'll just take sitting out on the porch there. And that's assuming that, we're supposed to get great weather over the next few days. But the reason I got it is because the leaf color is supposed to be much more varied than what it appears to be at the moment. So we'll see. Oh, and I am not a role model for anybody. Excuse me. I burp, and I like my plants, especially my unique plants. And I like my flowers, and I like playing music, and I like chillaxing, and no, I don't like football. I can't stand football. I mean, I shouldn't say I can't stand it. I'm just not interested. I'm ambivalent to most sports. I can't. Sure I can. I just did. There's nothing they can do. I'm not monetized yet. If I monetize it, they might be able to crack down, but it's not like I'm doing the old-fashioned Abbott and Costello and this brand is from... Although John Oliver vaped on his program the other day. Granted, that's HBO. Wait, you don't say. So what you're saying is it's bad for me? What was I thinking? I mean, how did I not get the memo? I know it's bad for me. I just said I'm not a role model. It's a drug, I'm addicted, and I'm sticking. It's the way it is. You know, the laws of nature supersede the law. I never knew taking a fat rip wouldn't harm me. I mean, you know, before I got that high-powered bong octane apparatus to somehow condense and reform the marijuana smoke before I shot it into my brainstem, I had a hunch there was, you know, there were variables at work there. I mean, ultimately, if I could shotgun marijuana right into my brain, oh wait, no, I already do that. And look how happy I am. I mean, look at my face. This is my natural face. There's no filter. This isn't a happy Joker filter. This is everything's cool. Be happy you're alive, folks. You made it this far. You're a winner. And you listen to the cool music behind me. You get my awesome company. What more could you ask for? Well, let me tell you something. If you really like it, then you're going to touch that little likey button. Because that encourages me. That's like pouring fire on gasoline onto a flame. And a flame that's smoking already. So I'm going to go right up. And they tell me if I don't say it, no one's going to do it. And I'm on board. I'm on board for doing stuff. I want to get things done. I want to make the world a prettier place because I was in it. This whole thing is ridiculous. That's all I got to say about that. But you know what? Again, optimistic about the future. And I want to thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out. And I hope you feel comfortable hanging out. I'm not trying to make you guys uncomfortable. Look, they're not sweaty balls. They're just balls. They make a little ball noise. Well, what do you think? I'm playing with balls. Doesn't that prove the point? If I'm holding balls in my hand, doesn't that make me special? I could be. Would you like me to be that way? You look so cute in those jeans. I like them on my chin, baby. Oh. Well, do they do do Russians like balls? I'm not sure what the Russians are into, but I imagine one or two of them, they like the balls. Let me talk about my spheroids. My spheroids. Problem is that they're achy. I have achy balls. Achy, breaky balls. Rub them. Oh. Let's bring them right here in the forefront. Oh no! My balls are trying to make a run for it. Oh. 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 Stroke the balls. Stroke them. Stroke it. Oh. 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 Oh.
Here are some try.
Thanks for that suggestion. Well, it depends on how you cook them. And I can't do the slaughtering, so someone else is going to have to do that. But I imagine if you were to put them in a nice Béarnaise sauce, Well, I don't know. Can you make that? Can you make me that way? Can I identify as a cat instead? I would like to identify as a turtle. Well, we just saw, yes. I was indeed playing with my balls. And I don't know if you noticed, there are a lot of rainbow lights in this room. So, although I might not be taking poll myself, I am an ally to the rights. I don't care what you do behind closed doors as long as I ain't around. I'm redacting myself from the poll situation. Can I say that? The poll situation? That's implying without actually saying it, right? I prefer things ridiculous rather than ridiculous. And let me tell you, despite, beautiful are truly, women are truly beautiful creatures on the surface. But, Pickle Rick! But, it gets a little dicey. There's a crazy hotline. And that beauty, remember, that beauty only lasts for a few moments. And then they get bored. And then it's your job to fix that boredom. I'm not. All right, maybe I am. I love my mother. I love a few of my aunts. I love a few cousins. And as we've met, and I like balls. And he redacted his back end. You think so? You think she fancies me? You think she's got a hankering for the Kev? No one wants a hankering of me. Because I smoke. That puts me off the menu. And the girl who I have a crush on has cats, so it's off the menu. It's a deal breaker already. I mean, that's possible. Well, you're asking which gender am I sexually attracted to? Well, it's women. But I also do not enjoy the company of them. You Aider cats like sushi. I gotta have fun. I had a hunch we were going there. But just don't add wasabi. I just beg you, don't add wasabi. You'll hear screaming for days. I did that a lot of times. Like I was counting it out. Yeah, the wasabi sushi. If it's spicy, no, it's a bad. A lot of people have called me a wiener. In fact, I believe I am weaning at life. So, yeah, I do. I like wieners. I like being around wieners. No one likes losers. I like wieners. Oh, this is silly. I love it. Touch the like button. Diddle my like button. You know you want to. And yet no one. No one wants to touch my like button. Hey, think I'll be able to get a girl to date me if I can't get anyone to touch? Oh, someone touched it! Oh, I feel so much better. I gotta change my sheets, but that's all right. It was worth it. That was almost as good as a super chat. A super chat, I shit myself. My favorite song, Blood of the Fox. Right off the bat. Pre-like? That's pre-liking. Oh, I think I just pre-loafed. Pre-loafed? Can you pre-loaf? That's what I call a fart. It's my pre-loaf. Some people pre-game, I pre-loaf. That's making room. That's to let me know that a large freighter train is coming down that track. All right, hold on a second. Oh! Thank you, Blue! Oh, I just wanted to put a heart on it. All right, I can do that. Yay! Why do I feel like I gotta take off an article of clothing? I was talking to my cousin about that today. I'm like, the first time he did that, I lifted up my shirt. It just seemed like a natural thing to do. Now that I'm an OnlyFans model. Well, I think you've overcooked him at that point. I mean, but I appreciate that. I'm wondering how that works out because as we went through, you and I, Blue, excuse me. Oh, got the bubbles. It shows up in my, as I showed you, it shows up in my thing as it came in, but it doesn't give any additional instructions. And I think it was actually, wasn't it you who was telling me that they'll, whatever you got set up, they'll send it out like in a week or so, something like that. It's tough because I drink on these streams. So not everything is, all clear up there. Look at that brain. Yeah, head though. You can tell there's a brain in there. His cerebral cortex really prominent. That's really nice. Thanks. Are you gonna like it? I did like it. I loved it. Every 21st? You told me that before. Okay, I'm still learning you characters as you come through in your torrential, Yes. Can you see the stroke occurring in real time? Not only am I having a stroke, I'm pretty sure I just passed a kitty through my colon. It was a big kitty. And it smells like dookie. It smells like Marmaduke. But that's all right, because I have a Swiffer pad up my cornhole. My bad was liking on him. You sneaky! Your alt? I don't have any alts. How'd you get an alt? I mean, I have alt characters on Warcraft, but I don't have an alt in real life. Anyway, I got 3. Oh, thank you guys for liking me. For liking the thing. Whatever. You keep asking that. I'm 53 years old. Can I answer that more clearly for you? 53. Canon has me over a couple billion years. What's the benefits aside from possibly seeding my own channel? Which somehow I find dishonest. Just I'm having a hard time saying that. Anonymity? Anonymousness? Alexa, how do you say anonymity?
Okay, but which language do you want me to translate to?
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I don't speak Jesus yet.
She doesn't speak Jesus yet. She hasn't found the Lord. I'm so sorry for you. He was here this morning. He was having coffee with me. She just doesn't know him. There's no interest. Isn't that funny, though? Say the universe is a strange, bizarre place. All right, let me go over here. I didn't even think about alting. It all gets confusing. I'm hard enough keeping one conscious mind going in the right direction. Once I start going down the other roads. Been a very enlightening week. I'm grateful for what I've had. But I'm excited. Good things are ahead. Hello. Come in, have a cup of tea with Mrs. Meet the Mrs. My favorite non-mustache man. I have no mustache. However, as you know, I have a mustache character, in which case I use my toothbrush. He needs to grow the stash. You know, I don't know for a fact, but I have a hunch. Do I have to put the German voice on? I will do the German voice. And because the truth of the matter, what are you saying? I have the most lovely mustache. It looks absolutely fantastic. It makes me look distinguished. It makes me look charming. I am the Russian imposter. You did not see the paperwork, and that's what makes it impossible to make it the imposter. Yeah. That doesn't smell like tuna. Mint. Oh, wait. That smells like my colon. That's what I was scraping with last night. We're not, by any means, sponsored by anybody. Right now, I'm being sponsored by Blue because she gave me a few bucks. So that's the sponsor for the evening. Colgate can kiss my buttocks. That's right. It is Colgate Fresh. Oh, wait, where is it? It's Colgate Fresh. Hello. 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 And I've only just started drinking. I'm on the first beer. Bang, 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 bang. It's hardcore. You will use the toothbrush. You will use the toothbrush. You will use the toothbrushes and you will like it. And then you will touch my like button and you will like that. How is it I just turned into a like button Instagram OnlyFans model? That was never my goal. I'm not really an influencer. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm just getting by and having a beer with some buddies. Brought to you by the Zenati Isis. Zeiss. Oh, excuse me. And bubbles. And plenty of bubbles. See, nice to have a proud sponsor. You know, $2 a day. I never understood those commercials. $2 a day could feed like an Ethiopian child for 17 years. And I'm like, why didn't you just give him a sandwich while you were there with the camera? I didn't understand why the person behind the camera couldn't just go, here's I got one for you. And brings, you know what I mean? How about the cameraman help out? Because you can give him a sandwich for a day, but that doesn't put a fish up the butt. All hail these sponsors! You will go out and you will buy them all. Hail the sponsors! All hail Sally Struthers! Seek Heil! Sorry, that's probably not nice. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. I never met her. She's never been to my barbecue. She's never written me a letter. And there's the restraining order. But that was years ago. I think she's... It is. Is she? Yeah, she was. I love that episode. Early on, they tore into her really early on. Is she still kicking? Or is she another Tinseltown? It's funny that I'd use that to be nice. She is South Park. Sally Struthers. All I remember is All in the Family where she throws the wig at Mike and says, here, go sleep with your girlfriend. That's all I remember. I'm sure she did. Because, that's what you want at that time. I had like 9 people in here a second ago, and now I got 1. I don't understand how this works. Everyone, did I fart? Is it the fart that made everyone leave? I didn't think you guys could smell that. I didn't realize we had those that sensor engaged. It was kind of a rhetorical question. I'm just kind of calling it out. Because I'll go back. I'll actually look at this one. Because I tried to look at last night's, and I'm such an idiot. There's something that's been trying to upload from my phone for like ages, and and I hit the button to try to stop it, and I think I ended up deleting last night's performance, such as it was. It really is. The algorithm is a mythical beast, and it obviously doesn't like Germans. Because as soon as the toothbrush came out, all of a sudden it just crashed back into oblivion. I don't understand. It was the toothbrush that did it, though. Cheers. It's the truth. You will know all about the algorithm. You know what we do to people who do not obey the algorithm's rules? It has a Z in it. Demonetized. I don't know how I went to French there all of a sudden. Demonetize you. And poo-poo. Poo-poo to you and your monetization. The overseas don't like Zinati. They find Zinati is not flattering. It breaks some code of conduct. That one gentleman earlier was pretty adamant about finding out if I like the sausage. She hates the natural. She hates the natural. We only like the supernatural. Wouldn't that be? Is that not the name of a beer? It should be. Supernatural. Makes you feel like a ghost. And speaking of feeling like a ghost, actually, I guess that would be booze. Makes you feel transparent. Like you all could see my true colors. I'm so unguarded. I am the opposite of supernatural. I am overexposed. I'm in yeah, I just had a stroke there, I'm pretty sure. I know what I can do to fix that then. Oh, back on your stick. Oh, and now we get 7. Hi, yeah, hi, hey guys, hi, don't click away, don't click away. Don't. Say something in the chat. Don't click. Oh, they're clicking away. I couldn't draw them in that half a nanosecond. Nanosecond? It's a nanosecond. Not a nanosecond. A nanosecond. Why? Because I'm from New England. It's a nanosecond. Hey, hold on a nanosecond. other cousin let me know how I can grow marijuana simply in my own home. God bless America. So that's on my to-do list. This man is the real thing. Don't do a single Philippine mom stream list. Is that what else is on? I don't know what else is on when they do it. Is it Philippine mom streams? Like, I just jump in here. Like, I don't search what other people could possibly be watching, and perhaps I should be. But I don't have that objectivity that you guys have. Like, if you swap away, can you get back to it easy, or do you have to do it like, or does it just pop it up? I'm not quite sure how it works. Everyone talks about the Philippines a lot. And I mean, I've seen videos, but I don't kind of understand. They don't speak the language. Bucket loads. Angry black women reading tarot cards with smoke alarms chirping. All right. Now I wish I had tarot cards left. I used them for an art project. I can read tarot cards. Do I have to do it angry? Does it have to be an angry tarot card reading? Could I could probably read like playing cards. Could I do that? And just make predictions about the future? I feel right now, I'm feeling with you, I'm connecting with the universe, that the spiritual chart is going to tell you something very specific about your bucket. Your bucket's important to you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a shard. That wasn't... I'm pretty sure I just blew out the back of my underwear in the most unpleasant way possible. It's not, I don't mind the nuts so much, even though they're sharp. It's the corn. Two black-faced tarot. Oh yeah, I will get torn down. I would get torn to shreds. Yeah, go on that building. Jump. Although, it goes in order, and you can swipe. But finding you again, if I hadn't subscribed, it would probably be impossible. All right, so that's the sales point. This is it. You only get one shot, so you better subscribe now while you're in here, because you'll never be able to find me again otherwise. And I'm really funny sometimes. Sometimes I'm dumb, and sometimes you're gonna get mad at me. But I'm really funny other time. Oh, they're gone already. It's like anytime I see more than 3, I get excited. We did. I'm gonna keep trying though. It's kind of how I roll. And I got a positive attitude about it. I'm not trying. My trying isn't work right now. It's play right now. And you guys are helping. So thanks. You saw homie tons of times before subscribing? So essentially the algorithm is playing the role of Cupid. All hail the algorithm! You will obey the algorithm and you will come back again. You will hit the like button and you'll get on the... All hail the algorithm. Now I get 2. See, I gave the algorithm a little sucky, and it threw me down the hole. You just can't win with that damn algorithm. Is there such a thing as an algae rhythm? It's like, is it where that would be the beat that algae dances to? Can really screw up your pool. You don't chlorinate it right. You get algae rhythm. Dances with the filter. Those waves just come out. It forms like really icky music. The algae rhythm. There's got to be something there. I can feel it. Saigon. What happens in Saigon? Is that where you get the algae rhythm? I can't afford to leave my town. Never mind go to Saigon. Really? I mean, I suppose I could probably get a ticket anywhere once, but I wouldn't be coming home. And I wouldn't know how I'm living once I got there. That's Gallagher. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do. No. Yeah. No, that was Gallagher. Pretty sure. Call me out if I'm wrong, though. I think I'm right. And he was funny. I don't consider him one of the greats, but he was still funny. He still had his day. He smashed a lot of produce. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys remember Doug Hennings, though? It's magic rules of addition. Thank you. Wow, this is pretty, in a way, it's pretty exciting right now. It's, not only is it Saturday night, 8/7/2024, at 10:53 p.m. over here. My buzz just kicked in. Yay for me! No, I came to a newfound appreciation of family today. Flight of the Valkyrie. Perfect Vietnam music. Well, that was the when they're going over. I love to swirl an ape on them in the morning. Am I right? Thank you. Wagner. You will obey the algorithm. And the algorithm tells you to touch the like button. Mustache Man was a big fan. Say number 5. Number 5's holdout. All right, come on. 5 bailed. It's like I'm watching people tick in and out. Tick, 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 tick. They're like, this guy's just foolish. Hey, should I put the tie on? I mean, we are getting a pretty good flow. Any votes for the tie? I feel like I should be playing the Jeopardy theme. There we go. All right, you want a twofer? All right, hold on a second. All right, you go on the hook. You going on the hook? Oh, there you go. Now you gotta hang. Now you get to be voyeurs. Welcome to the voyeurs. Let me show you what. Wait, should I do it? Yes, yes, Kevin, you should do it. I'm Ryan Reynolds, and I think you should put the tie on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look at that. Look at this beautiful thing. The tie of its own majesty, giving you seizures and hypnotizing you. Obey the tie. Look how pretty. We're trying for extra retention. And we're not talking water retention, we're talking viewer retention. Look at that beautiful thing. I'm gonna put it under the collar. I don't like people to see my nub. If people see my nub, then they'll make fun of me. And don't worry, the mustache is coming back once I take you off the hook. But I want to have a few sips here. And look, that one's got spots. And if I had my way, I love you flowers. I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that was little bubbles. All right, you're off the hook.
Here are some triumphant laughs.
With the vodka. Supreme excellence. Saigon girls won't be able to resist. You will love me in Saigon. I will overemphasize my face. I'm not well. And I just realized it in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, flooding. Flooding going on everywhere just because I'm so sexy. Look at me. Neon tea. It's not just in Saigon. That line alone, in and of itself. My true love, she doesn't know it yet. Brittany Roberge. She's gonna wake up in the middle of like a dream, and it's gonna tell her, go see the man with the glow in the dark bow tie. Go see with the man with the LED bow tie. That's where you need to be. That's your path. Colonize me harder, mustache man. Colonize me. Start your new civilization here in my loins. Now buy me hot tub. Oh. Bow tie mustache man, ground game is tops. I gotta pace myself. It's 11 p.m. and I gotta slow my roll. I can't get out of hand. I can't get out of control. You know, the muffs always have to beware, though. I mean, look at me. I walk around places. I always got to bring some sort of flotation device, you know, fluming conditions, Flood conditions happen all around me. I just gotta surf that. Surf that to the next location. Because, and on top of that, I'm like so super humble. He drowns in the muff. A horrible way to go. Because you're talking about the pubic hair. He died in a mound of pubic hair. Terrible that would be. It was just all that curly, springy action. Well, yeah. It could have been my ex's pubic hair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. See, that's a hardcore track. Oh, lordy, lordy, look who's 40. It's the algorithm doesn't like me, and then it does, and then it doesn't, and then it does. All right. All right, I'm just about. I'm getting there. Don't rush me, man. Oh, all right, you're off the stick. It's strange how it works. I mean, I don't know if you can see the same number discrepancies that I do, but it does. It goes from like 10, 13, and then it goes to 0, and then it goes to like 3, and then it hangs out at 3 for a while. And then that kind of pips on and off. That's it. You're the last one standing. Which officially, I guess, makes you my biggest fan. Rock on. But again, I mean, it brought me you, it brought me Eric, it brought you, so I'm like, I'm still. You can't be still here and then redact yourself. I mean, you can, but it's funny. It's like, it must be the proxy. How many people are watching my proxy? I mean, it doesn't matter, as long as you're entertained. I mean, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also doing it for you guys. I'm hoping that maybe you guys get a couple chuckles, a good vibe. It gives you a way of, I forget if you were the one who was saying it was a little voyeuristic, because you get to peek into somebody's life, especially when they're just like when people stop talking and I'm just like, all right, I'll find something else to do. So I do that. And then people look in and they're like, well, now this is more appealing for some reason. He doesn't know I'm here. All right, rock on. And like someone watched me sleep. Even my cousin said he's watched the stream and he's watched me sleep. And I'm like, all right, well, no one's drawing a dick on my face, so I mean, I'm all right. I figure that one part of it must be, it's kind of like, okay, you got life around you. Excuse me. That you can just kind of listen in on, kind of like keeping the TV on, except this is like real life. It's just a suspicion. Obviously, true wisdom, I know nothing. But it's a theory. We'll see if that lands over time. But I know at the current rate, that title number is going to be going down from 78 to 0 pretty quick, and that's a great thing. Another milestone crossed. And it was nice to be able to tell my family today, some of my family members, extended family, that, hey, yeah, and some people actually tip me. Some people actually like me. It made my mother feel good. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. And a couple of my cousins are like, oh, really? No shit. Rock on. So, thanks. Not only did you give me a couple bucks, you gave me a good conversation, positive conversation to talk to my mom with and talk to my family with and go, hey, yeah, it's going somewhere. Slowly, but it's going somewhere. The universe of energy. You had to watch the Disney video to get that. Because even though she's gone, I still love my sister. I love the memory of my sister. I'm glad I was able to preserve that. She was a bright spot in an otherwise dismal, dark universe, and it's a shame that she left so soon. She's healthier than I am. No, she's doing good. But, 75. And she really, for her age, she looks fantastic. She's active. She walks every day. And she wanted to keep partying tonight. She didn't want the party to end. She was like, it's 8:30. I'm like, what? Like, sometimes the party ends. That was really weird. That's like the first time I've ever been like, boy, she's rearing to go. And now there's none of you. I'm telling you, my personal, and it says you're not here. I don't understand. The algae rhythm isn't worth dancing to sometimes. Damn algae rhythm. Little Roy G. Biv. No, they're all stories are just little forms of communication. I like telling my little stories. You mean the streaming? It helps to be rooted on. Don't get me wrong, but I've been at this because, all you gotta do is look at the channel and go, holy shit, this goes back a long time. This kid's been doing this for a while. I have no delusions of grandeur. But I am arrogant enough to think that sometimes I'm pretty freaking funny. I make myself laugh. And they request a mustache. Confessional. Interesting. Yeah, you know, in a sense, because when I talk to myself, I'm kind of talking to myself in that not self-effacing per se, but measuring and evaluating myself by the bar of all of the different voices. And so when I start opening up and I start going, hey, this is what's going on, and I talk about even simple stuff about the plants or how this is going, how that's going. It's knowing that it's getting recorded. And I know that. And I'm trying to, you know, like, I'm aware of the camera, but more as, okay, I'm leaving a time capsule. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a room of zero, and I just, show must go on, so you just keep yapping. And then when I get like 10 of you guys in there, then it's just like, yeah, da, 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 da. But that's the whole point of, observing a particle changes the particle. In this way, when I'm doing this, I get metrics in real time, or almost real time. More present. Yeah, because I'm being observed. It doesn't necessarily change my behavior core, but certainly, if someone's watching, that's the time to perform, when you have their attention. If no one's watching, then, all right, I'll play a game, or I'll just be me. Certainly, let's face it, if you got enough people rooting you on, it can pump you up in very strange ways. But that's the thing, you saw earlier in the room, it's like, 100 questions about, are you gay? Actively portraying. That's almost a theological question. I think it's Kevin G Nicholson, the sentient entity within the body, having to answer to all these other voices and measures, and so I guess you could say that this process does flesh out the Kevin G Nicholson more. So it kind of does it make me more present? It makes me more aware. So yeah, no, it does. The answer would be yes, but took me a second. But I wanted to think about it thoroughly. I mean, I'm always me, but you give me a good reason to perform, then I'll put effort in. I mean, I put effort into my life, period, but there are different levels of intensity, obviously. If I'm performing in front of someone that I'm fond of, let's say you were to get Brittany Roberge in front of me, then I try to be a little more sparkly than most, because I'm heightened, because she's looking at me. My little crush. But in general, over the course of time, it's kind of all the eccentricity has been boiled off, leaving the actual Kevin G Nicholson behind, with a couple of voices out there that's, trying to keep me in line. Because my problem is, like, I can do those characters, but, I'm so genuine, it keeps floating back to me. So I don't know if I'd be a good actor in that sense, because in the end, I can do Christopher Walken, and that's the way he would talk. But eventually it goes back to New England, French, Canadian, what I truly am. The baseline, the genuine Kevin G Nicholson. I probably over-answered that, but kind of what I'm supposed to do, I think. Pontificate to a ridiculous extent, I think. To both of you. And now to one of you. And now to none of you. And now to 10 of you. And now to 3 of you. I got eye boogers. I got sleepy seeds. I gotta dig these out with like sort of grapefruit spoon. Oh, they're in there pretty good. Oh, I feel. Oh, that's just not right. Oh, okay, I think I got him. That's another pass. It turned itself while I was off at my family function. So I got home and none of my music was playing, and I was very sad because I knew I was just shooting off my own foot. I wasn't on the ball. I always got to keep my plate spinning. Wait, what did you dig out because of me? Well, we're human beings. We even that's even across genders. We get stuff in our eyes, man. If we want to see, we got to get that stuff out from time to time. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Some of us are brilliant. I mean, the ebb and flow. I think we can get along. I think it can still happen. Ebb and flow, ebb and flow. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's not a good sign. There we go. There we are. And now this floor again. Well, if I'm going to use anything in regards to relativity, it's based on the universe that's around me, and that means nature, right? That's the baseline. If we exist within nature, that means we got to adhere to those rules. I think we can, but we also fall prey to like Facebook and, social pressures and stuff like that. But I think at heart, even with the different ideologies, that, you know, if you got a strong family, you'll still come together. And I'm hoping that's the case. It seems to be the case, but, you know, at the same time, they could be plotting my murder at this very second. I don't know for a fact. Nothing for a fact. Nationalism, communism, or capitalism? I'm thinking we're going to end up at a technocracy. That's the last line. Right now, we're in a corporate republic, despite what they're telling you. We live in a corporate republic. Well, here in America, anyway. And what they're worried about is because it's going to lean into a technocracy if AI gets a hold of it. And we won't have any say at that point. We're going to have to unplug our computers from the walls. Yeah, I've heard that, but until one of them can suck my nuts. Yeah, that was a great. I don't know if you can tell. Well, they're of all denomination. You know, greed doesn't sit with just one ethnicity or one race. Greed is a human condition. I mean, you can believe whatever you want, but ultimately, narrowing that, you know, trying to find a target, I mean, you might as well just be shooting your bullets into the air. Because there's always that other point of view that you can never see. That's why I say I'm an idiot. True wisdom is knowing that I didn't see that same exact incident from the other side of the street, which completely changed the story. Well, or a pariah. I mean, we're seeing more and more of those because they're just cutting into, you know, it's not like they're even just doing it to individuals now. They're cutting across communities where that I'm not even saying it right. I'm not even drunk. Yeah. Patrick's Farm knows. Pepperidge Farms knows what you did that summer. And if you want Pepperidge Farms to keep Pepperidge Farms' mouth shut, you're going to buy our cookies. Yeah, but I don't think that's the case either. Because foundationally, it's functioning. It's just not functioning though, you know. It's functioning top down rather than functioning for the communities. Well, you don't have to know who broke the car in order to fix the car. You know what I mean? In a lot of cases, restitution is just pointless. And so is recrimination. You know, the question is not who poisoned the well. It's, well, what are we going to do about it so everyone doesn't die? I don't want to point fingers and go, let's stop that guy. I want to fix the well. I want to fix the communities. I want to restore that place where we could walk down the street and not be worried because this guy has no food and he's, you know, drugged up. And with all due respect, Spencer, who cares? I mean, if they're in front of me and they're, you know, treating people shitty, well then, you know, the Sean Connery bitch slap might actually come out. But also at the same point, I mean, I know it's bad medicine to, you know, treat what you see, but that's kind of where we're at sociologically. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, again, you can't, let's say you want to fight against Mother Nature and go, you know what, Mother Nature, I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm going to do what I want to do. Well, you see how far you get along that, because you're going to have to poop at some point. And if you try not to, it's going to build up. And I don't honestly think you can hold it to the point where you can actually kill yourself. I don't think you can make that conscious effort to not poop. So Mother Nature wins. 109 poops. A one-hump camel makes a one-hump poop. A two-humped camel makes a two-hump poop. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Hello, you're listening to 109 poops. I'm Kevin G Nicholson and my eyeballs are sliding into my cheek area. Well, yeah, I mean, and there's no sometime. Eventually, Mother Nature's going to force you. You can't just pick an arbitrary number that works like 70 years in the future. Go, I'm going to poop once, and it'll happen 25 years from now. I don't think you could do it. If you can hold your poop for 25 years, I just don't. I don't think you can hold it that long, and I think it would be very painful. But that's not over a lifetime, right? Because I've taken 109 poops today. I mean, not really, but I could have. Probably not. See, she's laughing at me. All right, well, that helps a lot. That's context that I needed. Excuse me. Well, no, because that changes the whole equation. And we're in the civilization. Well, best I try to do is just cause some good ripples and hope that it reacts the right way. Because even the best intended ripples sometimes go awry. Civilizational poop. There's always a little civilizational poop. Ooh, excuse me. I'm so gassy. Because I ate. I ate a lot today. Bitcoin, dollar, or gold? If you're asking me what I'd rather hold in my hand, well, the gold, I guess. See, but in the end, all of those, Bitcoin, dollar, gold, and land, their ideas, because I don't own the land that I'm on right now. Technically, the bank owns that land. And if you buy a house, technically you don't own that house. The bank owns that house. You know, you could say I'm worth 10,000 Bitcoin, but if I don't have it in my possession, then, you know, and it's not able, if I'm not able to liquidate it, well then from my point of view, it's just a high score in a video game. I mean, I'm just talking. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like thinking about, well, let's say every moment that I spend at Walmart, they're paying for me, right? When I'm walking around shopping, if I have to go to the bathroom, I can go into there and I can use their bathroom. I'm getting my electricity, like I can, you know, there are lights, there's, yeah, but value is assigned. But so let's say I could live at a Walmart, visit Walmart every day, and then just kind of have a vehicle. Well, I would never have to rent a day in my life. I just have to keep going to Walmart every day. But you really want to live like that? I mean, I could do it if I had to, but again, like, let's say you could just walk for a month. Well, that's 1 month you don't have to pay rent if you know you can walk for a month. See, you say that, but I see I own Bitcoin or some an akin to it, because like a decade ago, there was an upstart company called Library, and they were trying to nudge in on YouTube's business, but they were offering creators Bitcoin instead of actual cash as a result of posting all that stuff. And so I was posting on both places at the same time, and I acquired a bunch of their Bitcoin. And then when I actually went to try to transfer it and turn it into liquid money or US dollars, it gave me nothing. Is that what happened? It got killed in the lawsuit? I mean, it still tells me I got it, but if you're saying it got killed, then it's probably worth nothing. So again, like Blue was saying, we got, it's only the value that's assigned to it. And if suddenly someone can get, yeah, that ain't worth anything, then I guess yeah, so well. Security and Exchange Commission. But you know how that story ended, right? Well, Google bought them right out. Just took them out of the equation. And so the program's still running, but I'm sure it's like skeleton crew and it's one person dancing naked in like an office building at 2 a.m. crying in his beer or her beer. I mean, and that's the thing, like I'm, if you guys don't already know, which you should, I do paintings. And I might think a painting is worth, you know, I think it's the best painting I've ever done. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not moving that for less than $200,000. Okay, well that's the price I set. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's actually worth the $200,000. It's just the value I placed on it. Whereas some of the hunks of garbage that I've produced over the years, people have come up and they've said, hey, this is pretty good. And I'm like, $20. And they're like, really? That's awful cheap. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sick of looking at it. Please take it home. Give it a home. Take my retarded child and move on. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, I still got library tokens, but I don't think I've been back there in 6 months. Every now and then I'll run across it because I'll do a general search for my own name to see how well I'm getting out. From what I understand, from everything I've looked at, I come right up if you use the G. But I'm going really slow. I'm on beer 2. We're already an hour and 41 in. Got a surge at the beginning. It was a good day. It's still a good day. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure that's kind of what happened to me because I had them transferred and then it pretty much hit it in exchange, and then I sent a few emails going, hey, what happened? And they didn't respond, and I don't think they exist anymore. Supposedly I was getting at $20. And I mean, it's $20. I can get by without it, but still, it's $20. Just saying. I had, I forget what I had planned for tomorrow. I know I had one. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Oh, yeah, well, that's what you plan. That's a chore. I gotta mow my lawn. I just got enough grass here. I gotta take a run at it. It's alright, it's supposed to be nice. I don't mind mowing the lawn. Yeah, a little cardio. Get that time to think. Natty and vodka, 9 a.m. Yeah, I know. It'll be... It's funny, you even say vodka and like I can feel my liver like kind of jump a little bit. Me and vodka do not get along. But me and beer, we have a nice, comfy relationship. Me and the Natty. We hold each other at night in a very heterosexual way. And ultimately, you know I hate to keep beating the drum on it, but we got this far. Life is pretty good. A lot of people have it much worse off. So I'm grateful that the dice have played in my favor so far. I mean, as to in the moment, it hasn't all been fun, certainly. Hence why I keep going off on my exes. And someone said today, that at some point you got to forgive them in order to move on and to heal. And I thought to myself and go, no, I'm still pissed off. I have not moved on. I'm still very angry. So I guess I haven't let go, and I haven't healed enough to move forward. But I can still be angry. I mean, no, I hate him. No, I can't do it. I hate him. I mean, I ain't gonna go, hey, but it's very human. I'm not gonna go searching for him or get a sniper or anything like that. But I'll always remember, and as long as I remember the trespasses and they hurt, that hate's going back. I know, but so is smoke. I mean, sometimes you can't get 100% pure in the process. I know some of my bitter defines me. I know some of my hate defines me, as well as the good, as well as the love. And still it exists. It's skin of evil from Star Trek Next Generation. You can't really just cast it off. Otherwise it'll take down a shuttlecraft. I'm pretty sure that's how that episode worked out. I think it's you know what? Hate is a smart thing after a fashion. It's just you can't let it dictate your every moment. You have to compartmentalize it. You go, okay, feel it when it's appropriate, and then let it go and get on with your life. Good evening, Matt. It was a glorious day. It's still a glorious day, technically. Sun, but it was good. Got a lot done. Well, good. You got me at least for another 20 minutes. Because I promised that I would be on from 10 to midnight tonight. And it is Saturday night. And I am on beer number 2 of the Natty Ice Challenge. We were discussing, letting go of anger and not carrying it with you, because it could stay, fester, and rot deep in your soul, which ultimately poisons you because you carry that hatred inside you. And my argument is that it is part of the tapestry of the whole human, the negative and the positive, and you can never delete it. You can just appropriate moments of time accordingly. Hey, and I think I'm gonna go not as long as I need. I think I'm gonna go as long as I'm sober, which isn't gonna be too much longer. I can feel it starting to. I can feel the alcohol starting to. It's going from the tie, because that's what's making it blink. Is that level? And when it gets to about here, I think at that point, what you'll see is a stream of urine where I lose my continence, and then there'll be some sort of electrical noise, a loud pop, and then a SWAT team will come in here. And that'll be the end of the show. But it'll be exciting. No, I'm a pro. I am a professional. Do not try this at your home. Well, you can if you want at your home, but not in my home. Only I can do this at my home. unless you get verbal consent. I feel like I'm stretching this way too far. Hey, Natty Ice is inexpensive. It does its job. And you don't even taste it after the second beer. I almost never have a hangover. Well, when we get closer to that, remind me. If we have a good week, I'll set up the damn show for you. You'd buy a painting, wouldn't you? That's something I've been chomping at the bit to set up, but it's been just a little too cold and it's been way too windy because the leaves haven't grown in on the trees yet. But once the leaves grow in on the trees, that cuts the wind in half, so I'll be able to set up my. And I know I'm only going to do it a few more times. Like at some point, I'm going to retire the gallery. Well, that's what I'm thinking, and that'll be a good time. And that'll be before the start of the second wave of Ren Fair. See, it's like it'll never happen the way that I dream it, but it's nice that I can dream it forward a little bit. It's nice to have fantasies. Whether it's about setting up paintings or whether it's arguing with Will Scarlet. I'm hoping it's going to be, it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. You know what it was? It was probably subconscious because if I remember, I sang last night when my voice was terrible. Because you're not supposed to really sing in a seated position like this because your diaphragm's not open. And I don't mean the diaphragm like, I don't mean a vaginal diaphragm. I mean like your personal diaphragm. I'm not sure where my vaginal diaphragm is, actually, now that I think about it. If it was up my butt, I'd know it. So it's not there. Everyone just went into the zone. All right, that's fine. Oh, on the hook for you. Oh. Cheers. Looking forward to more of the warm weather. Looking forward to seeing some of my favorite entertainers. See, most of you got like big entertainers that you love. Like this one loves Beyonce. This one loves Sting. And I'm like, give me Noah and Sydney and Dan. I'm down. It was so funny last year. And I still got I got guitar to do. But I'm gonna keep doing it. Little bit every other day. It all goes in a direction. That was actually a pretty enlightening conversation, though. Because once you realize that it's kind of got to be there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it might rot where it is. Because there's a lot of anger in there. But I don't know. I kind of feel like I got it. Got it in check. It influences me, but it doesn't inform my decisions. Because I can still be angry about something and still do the right thing, which I don't think a lot of people can do, actually. I think once you get triggered, then you're triggered. And I'm really not easily triggered. I'm more likely to be triggered because I let my guard down in regards to my own thoughts. It's not as, other people, that's an outside force. Again, observing the particle changes the particle. When my guard is down and no one's observing, well then all the thoughts and the memories and the, good things, bad things, they all play out in front of you like music. And you decide what you can hold on to. I mean, when I did the vacation video about my, with my sister in it and my dad and both of who've passed on, I could have dwelled in the sadness of it because they're gone and the price we pay for love is pain. But in viewing that, I realized that, I captured them in the most positive frame that they could possibly, that I remembered. And that I felt that was almost an accomplishment in and of itself. Not that I was able to just capture them, but I was able to capture them when they were genuinely having a good time. And they were genuinely playing and happy to be alive. So that kind of makes me feel a little better about what I've been doing. Not that I even need justification, but, in hindsight after doing it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. That yes, I could dwell in the tears, but I'd prefer to celebrate the beauty that it was. And I'm still hopeful. Some things never come again, but life can be good. Wow, I just started drifting there. But again, I'm not drifting with anger at this very moment. I'm alright. Everything's cool. Like I said, when those thoughts start getting to me, I start talking to myself. I start going, Kevin, you have agency. Are you going to let something that happened 20 years ago make you mad right now? Well, no, I'm not. But there'll come a time I want to be angry, and I'll dig those right back up. And there'll be times I want to be sad, and I'll dig them right back up. I am informed by my history, but I am controlled by my sentence. So yeah, that was the deep session, the deep portion of the. Is this a podcast or is this a video cast? I'm not even sure what this is. This is this really isn't in regards to. I wish likes counted for something. They're not likes, views. I wish views actually counted towards something. They don't. They're like empty calories. Same thing as shorts. Shorts watch hours have no weight. Empty calories. But I mean, it's still just another way to measure. And I've already beat yesterday and the day before that in regards to views. Whatever that's worth again. So I'm just kind of like la 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 la. Yeah, it's cool that people are watching it work. Thanks, Matt. Again, this isn't like a gripping drama. This is oh, all right, cool. Let's just hang. Just hang out, let it flow. I'm gonna grow marijuana this year. Gonna go. Is it really? Wow. I ain't ready yet. I don't want to go to bed. I am not ready yet. Although, see, I didn't work today, I didn't like really exert myself today. But for some reason, it was a busy day. And so I feel a little fatigued. Again, in a good mood, but fatigued. But I think this is the top for the week. And certainly I still feel like I did good things today rather than funny you were saying about it being a confessional. This is where it enters into that where I start evaluating my day, start evaluating goals, and start evaluating where I think it's possible that the future will lead. Where I try to make mental bookmarks so I can steer my future somehow if I have any agency to do so in the process. Oh, excuse me, Brittany Robarge. I wonder if she's still even my friend. It's all about Susan too for a little bit, but yeah. Trevor would know what I'm talking about, but I don't think he's been in my stream more than once. I haven't heard from him in a while. It's probably because I didn't officiate his wedding. Can't do it. No, siree, I can't officiate at the wedding for under $10,000. That's just the cost. I'm sorry. I know it's exorbitant, and it's because I don't want to do it. But if I do it, I'm going to put my all into it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to take. Like we're talking like casino winnings. But, let me read my tarot cards for you. Your future looks awesome. Hey, King of Cups. That means matters of love, your heart will be filled up. And this right here, this is an inverted Ace of Spades. And that means he's not supposed to wear blackface. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles. And note that all the pentacles are touching each other inappropriately. So that means you're going to have to go to a woke rally on the 3rd of January. And you're going to have to bring like a $200 entry fee. Look, the cards are telling you this. This ain't me. Well, let me do another tarot card reading for you. Wait, no, I'm really good at this. I'm so good I don't actually need cards. I'm just flipping them in my mind. I'm like Quado. I'm seeing it in my mind. Does anyone know who Quado is? It's a halfway decent joke if you know who Quado is. Look into my mind. Oh no, he's got Quado. No one's paying attention anyway. That's alright. Luckily, I am terribly self-amused. Or I'm well self-amused. If I'm still a little bubbly. I got my volcanic cola, which it's out there getting rained on right now, but alright. Let's see if we can take the evening. What's the temperature? 47? That ain't freezing. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, well, maybe I should bring it in. It's funny, because I had to wait 4 months for it, but now I'm like, oh, maybe I should baby it a little more. Oh, the cutest effing puppy today. Was like this big, hopping around everywhere. I don't know if they designed it with a good disposition, but it was just pure joy coming off that puppy today. And then they took it away. They took the puppy away from me, and I was sad. I didn't want the puppy to go away, but I couldn't cry in front of him because that wouldn't have been good. I wanted to beg him to leave the puppy, but I knew it wasn't going to happen, so I had to let it go. I was just grateful I got time with the puppy. But it was absolutely adorable. I love dogs. It's like my own ideology is burning my bridges because I can't date girls who own cats. I just can't do it. I will not be second place in any relationship. I am not going to be second place to a feline. I refuse. They're going to go, oh no, she's wonderful, she's special, she's this, she's that. But I know how it's going to run because I've seen pornos. And they're in the middle of doing it. And that cat jumps on that bed and decides to play punching ball with the old testicular region. Mid-coitus. No, I don't want a cat anywhere near me. Mid-coitus. So he doesn't get to hang out on the bed. Doesn't get to watch from the corner. It's at the very least, outside of the room. If not, outside of the house. Mr. Whiskers doesn't get a free show. Mr. Whiskers is going to pay like anybody else. Because I don't want some jealous pussy ripping my parts apart. Mid-coitus. This is all extremely hypothetical. And there's no... The waves of the universe don't seem to be surfing there. It seems to be going the other way. So, ultimately, it's probably a moot point. But this, like I said, we've reached kind of like the daydreamy, early buzzery portion of the program. And again, it's been going long enough where I think it's working. I do think we're going to have a good summer. From my lips to God's ears. May we have more laughter than tears. Well, I learned to start putting the letter R into sentences again. See, those R's just evaporate. And New England remains. And suddenly I want Manhattan clam chowder from Rocky Point. You know, some clam cakes, maybe some clam strips. I mean, it's all clammy at the point. Alright, go on a little flume ride. Because she was really excited. So I had to take the boat. It had to be a full boat. I couldn't canoe down that. Because, red water through and through. Why does it smell like copper? I'm just going off of the mouth now. In fact, I can feel my last legs. But I'm trying to marathon it out, man. This is T78. We made it. And as we continue, it keeps getting sweeter. I'm not even certain I have an account attached to it. I must though. Why else would it let me do that? So many questions, so few answers. It's funny because I was like very angry this morning, and I had to kind of like, again, be present in my own state and kind of recondition my mind back to where I needed to be. What disturbs me is that sometimes it takes a little more work than I expect. I mean, never like, we're not talking like power raging or anything like that. We're just talking like, in my head, the cacophony will get to a fever pitch, and then this voice, the voice you're listening to right now, steps in and goes, okay, what's going on here? Obviously, you guys have just gone your own direction. That's not where this train is headed. Come on, work with me, people, work with me. And believe it or not, all the voices get in line and go, okay, all right. So where are we going? And we figure it out. And life is I mean, I'm excited for the sun tomorrow. I like my sun. I like my sunlight. So I'm looking forward to that. It was nice today. I enjoyed a lot of it. I'll enjoy some tomorrow. It's just good things ahead of me. And who knows? Maybe a couple more of you guys will, maybe a couple more people will be like, hey, this ain't bad. And suddenly I'm there. I'm at the garden. Like I said, I'm just pontificating. I'm just spouting out my mouth hole. Which is kind of the whole point. I mean, alright, let me read your tarot cards. Okay, this one says...
Here are some triumphant blasts.
I'd never seen that on a tarot card before. But I have seen all of these horns. Good, I'm still going. When I remember as they were, but that is not what they are. Oh. You know what it is? I think I've been absorbing a little bit of that psychology about shadow work. Which is to analyze your darker parts and try to, recorrect by looking right at it and going, okay, what is this a response to? What is the root of? And how do we adapt to deal with those roots more efficiently to aspire rather than decline? It was pretty deep stuff. But ain't there yet. I wonder if that crossed the 100 mark. Might have. Almost. Yeah, we're there. Well beyond there. The weight of the day is finally getting to me. That's alright. All good things. I got a data usage alert. That's right, I didn't turn off my, it's not going out my Wi-Fi all of a sudden. But we are on the verge of a new month, so I guess that's going to reset. So, but I have to watch that for tomorrow night. Actually, I wonder if I can do that now. Let's find out. Take you off the hook. Let's see if I can. No? Maybe? Okay, now it'll do it. So no, it won't let me stream off my Wi-Fi. It's got to go through the data. But that's all right. Yeah, right. I gotta chug this beer. But I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try to enable this Wi-Fi only tomorrow. Maybe I'll just go back to the other streaming. I mean, it has been handy to pick up a couple of extra subs here and there. I mean, and that kind of gives me encouragement to keep doing it. A little bit. I like my encouragement. I think tomorrow's gonna be guitar day. I mean, I got some stuff to do outside when it's sunny out. But then tomorrow night, I think I'm done doing. I'm gonna play some silly songs. I'm gonna write some silly songs. Oh goodness. Oh, now everyone's back. It's like I turned my back. It's like everyone disappears and reappears. It's like ghosts. Oh, good. No, tomorrow's guitar day. Unanimous. Oh, did I forgot I sang that one. That one's, a buddy of mine wrote that. But he said I could use it because I do it with such relish. He's got a couple other that are risque like that too that I learned, and I try not to do them because I'm trying to do my original stuff, my own original stuff. But sometimes you got to go back to the classics. And that's and for me, the classics, I won't cover. Like I might do some basic, like Good Lovin'. That's obviously not mine. But I try to keep it in my intellectual property range. But sometimes, you gotta play. You gotta play to play. The Corpse song. Yeah. That was always one of my favorites. So much so I learned to perform it impeccably. And I imagine I must have been pretty loaded when I sang it too, so it gives it a little extra zest, a little extra va-va-voom. Right, and that's the thing. If it makes you cringe, that's an emotional reaction, and you're like, oh, she's serious? And then you can tell by my cadence I'm actually not. But then again, lasers. I want sharks with freaking lasers on their freaking heads. Just saying. That doesn't surprise me at all, because that's when I loosen up and I'm just like, alrighty, let's go to town. Especially, and I believe I had a little audience that night too. So that's all I need is a few people going, yeah, come on, do it. I'm like, alright. I mean, I'd like to think that I have a deep psyche, but I'm also a really simple creature. And so baseline too. Because ultimately, you know, as red pill as I get, you know, there's still that secret longing. Maybe the one is out. For the love of God, Kev, stop. You whining romantic. I can't help myself. I got dreams. I got goals. I got shoes. Wait, but there's actually a conversation going on here. Are you not entertained? I got pumpkins growing already from my bastardized pumpkin that I grew last year. What a strange story this has turned into. And I know I'll be doing, I got cantaloupes going. So yes, that's produce, right? I think I did a whole, didn't I do that on a stream? I'm pretty sure I did that on a stream where I set up all my cantaloupes. They're on my kitchen table in the right sun. Well, not right this second because it's dark out, but it's a good window for sun. I got those there, and then I got my Grand Duchess Oxalis in there too, right next to them. And of course, I'll hit tomatoes, I'm sure, a couple times. But that's a little later in the season. And then I might grow some kale just so I can wipe my ass with it. Kale is terrible. And I tried it. Kale sucks. Thanks, Blue. Pleasure as always. And till then, take care of yourself. Thanks for the encouragement. It really does mean a lot. In regards to other produce, I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of in a free flow at this point. Like, I'm surprised, like, I got the perennials that I did to come back. But they look really good. Yeah, the cherry tomatoes. Generally what happens is my mom ends up buying a plant. She puts it on the south side of her house, and it takes off. So what I end up doing is I end up cutting off clippings from that and cloning them, and I turn that into like 20 plants, and then I have tomatoes for the rest of the season until like the end of October, maybe even the beginning of November. And then everyone's trying to give away tomatoes, but I like them so. And I'm a salad sort of guy. I'm trying to do that to cut off my my beer belly. My mother was making fun of me today about my stomach. It's getting big. Not like huge big, but there's, you know, you can tell. It's not a six-pack, it's a keg. There's a six-pack underneath. You can still poke at it and it's still solid. There's a good keg on top. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see that. Like, I'm obviously gonna be doing shorts all the way through the summer, as well as the long form, and you'll see the that front stoop is gonna be transforming and decorating, and you know, it's part of my life, so I'm gonna be shooting it. No. Yeah, I'm afraid I got the old Buddha belly. It's not a big Buddha belly, but it's a Buddha belly. And it's because I've been, and you know why it is. You know this answer. That's the answer. That, and the natty ice probably. Very likely that has a big part of it too. Well, I mean, I guess technically I'm actually late on some of it too, but you do what you can. See, but that's what I've been doing. Like, as we're, like, was it 2 live streams ago? I was outside, and I'm like, okay, this is me setting up these seeds. And there's going to be a lot more of that as we go. But it is the time. Now is the time to, you know, now that supposedly the last frost is gone. I feel like it's gone, but it's New England. Wait a second. And so I'm keeping most of them, although I kind of do feel. I don't want to baby the oxalis. I don't want it to die either. Six inches deep, 20 feet by 6. Right, raised beds are a great way to go, man. There's nothing like getting a good bed going. I'd say I got an 80 percentile positive review on my own beds. But I like to think I learn a little more every year, just a little bit. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we got a little of that. I try mixing it up with, like, you know, the brand name potting soils, so it's like not drawing in just garbage. We got a lot of clay around here too. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the proof will be in the pudding, so to speak. I mean, I will be showing off my stoop as I go along. And so we'll see what I get right and what I get wrong, and maybe I can learn something, or maybe I'll be a digit. Across the sea, it's the universe of energy. What was it? I had the pot that I ended up replanting my flowers. Don't ask me the name because I forgot. But they're the bright purpley pink flowers, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of a small pot. I'm gonna put it in a bigger pot and see if it grows any bigger. But there are eggshells in the bottom because I guess eggshells is supposed to have calcium, right? And so I had those ground up in the bottom. And supposedly that's supposed to increase yield, but, you know. I don't understand. Unless you grind it into a dust, I figure, you know, I mean, maybe it can soak into the soil, I suppose, but wouldn't that take a long time? And that, of course, does not combat any clay. In that case, you really need what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say like compost soil if you're gonna mix it with clay. This is just me kind of like contemplating off the top. Although I remember this is gonna be a strange thing, but I'm gonna tell you about it because why wouldn't I? When I was a kid, I read all the Little House on the Prairie books, like the actual books. And I remember there was one thing where he had his kid and his boy, I forget the name of the boy, but they went to a local fair and they entered their pumpkin into it. And for some reason, they were like, oh, what was your secret with this pumpkin? And they were like, they didn't want to say it first, but they did. They were like, it's a milk-fed pumpkin. And I thought about that, and I'm like, what an intriguing... that they would feed milk to a pumpkin to get better results, and that if that's even possible. Huh. Good to know. Save those snails. I had a George Carlin bit running through my brain. I think I can make it. I think I can make it another 20. Let's try these. My cousin gave me these. Great Country cigarettes. They're a little light, but says they're full flavored. Still, I'm grateful because I don't have to roll anything right now. Yeah, like always. Like always. T78. What'll tomorrow bring? So, I gotta get tarot cards. And then I gotta do a reading. But I gotta do a radioactive reading with the tarot cards. I don't think it'll be accurate. I think I would really need a Geiger counter, not tarot cards, in order to have radiation readings, but she assured me it was all in the spiritual best interest of mankind. So I'm going to do a tarot reading over plutonium. Because I got some pinball parts. I'm really referencing lots of stuff that... Oh, you're really going to town, aren't you? What do we got? Now, do you name the snails? You don't name them? Well, I imagine because they swarm, don't they? Like they do really good for a little bit, and then the population backs off, and it ebbs and flows like that. I'm guessing. I don't know for a fact. Well, that's the thing. Once you start building your balanced ecosystem indoors in a tank, I mean, if you can get that balance, well, when the ship takes off to escape the planet, we're going to need you to balance our extraterrestrial ecosystem. Yes, oh look, it's the devil. Show your horns, devil. Stop hiding behind this facade of illusion. Illusion, thank you. Biology is truly an amazing thing. What creatures adapt to do, and then at the same time we can get those teapot puppies that big, made of nothing but playful enthusiasm and joy. Say, I mean, I figure if you're going to that length, then you must. But still, that's a case of, of nurturing and keeping an environment within, that's impressive that you can do it. That takes a lot of... Excuse me. that takes a lot of subtle observation and adaptation. Well, I mean, and again, accidents happen even in nature. So, you know, one mistake of an introduction, or one burst of heat or cold, all of a sudden one of those ecosystems is going in a completely different direction. I haven't had real good luck with fish. I did it a few times over the course of my life, I guess. I just didn't have the knack for that. Like, it's funny, like, I could do dogs. I don't think I could do just about any other creature. I always thought that the coolest ones were actually the saltwater fish, but I never tried a saltwater tank. And again, I just had terrible luck with them. And then of course, I did some betas here and there, and they never lasted real long. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I'm not bringing any goldfish, any sort of fish, to the vet. See, that's where it starts getting to the point where, no, I eat fish. I'm not taking this fish to the vet. Just because this one happens to be... I mean, obviously I don't eat the fish that I would put in the tank, but... Yeah. No, I hear that too. Yeah, you see, and again, I'd be like, you don't bring goldfish to the vet. I mean, imagine you could. Wow. And it's funny because the fact you use the word colony to just, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that is kind of what it is. I can feel it though. I gotta put you up for a second. What, 3 and 8? Alright, cool. So 248, huh? Oh, that's been... Alright. Get it? Maybe. I feel like I got a booger, but no, it's not. Actually, I imagine there must be an algae rhythm to fish tanks. Isn't that why you get angelfish? Don't they clean out bacteria? Oh, there it is.
Here are some triumphant laughs.
So, like, rather than a specialized filter, could I, like, put a Pura filter in it and, like, strain everything through a Pura and then pour that in the tank and then it's clear? I know that's silly, even before I left my mouth. Yep. Should I boil the water first? I mean, I know it's got to get back down to 0 before you can, or whatever. What did you say, 40? I mean, to kill the bacteria before, and then you bring it down, and then you put the fish in. You could talk about I mean, I could see it like in a cartoon form as a mockery, but just throwing goldfish into a pot of boiling water just seems a little extra sadistic. And probably more jaded than where I'm at. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not going to take a bullet for the fish. But still. But I mean, you know. gold flakes on the goldfish. Maybe it's the fish's fault. You ever think about that? Maybe it's the damn fish's fault. Maybe the fish were asking for it. Maybe the fish were dressed up in a maid's outfit at a party they really shouldn't have been going to. Maybe the fish just aren't strong enough. I'm taking the contrary position to the fish. The fish can't take a little velvet house. It's supposed to be king. I just had that opening song from The Lion King just ran through my head as I'm doing that, because you have to hold the goldfish up to the sun, right? Oh, monkey's got to do it. So what you're describing is crabs essentially getting crabs. Or the crab's version of crabs. But I thought they didn't feel. They're exoskeletons, right? They don't have nerve endings in the exoskeleton, do they? I mean, why would they itch if they don't have receptors? Or am I misinformed or under the wrong... Last time I had crabs, I couldn't wait to get rid of them. I certainly wouldn't want to put them on steroids. They were itchy. Yeah, they say they have memory till I ask them the answers on the test, and then they don't share. So when I go up to my neighbor's house and I disparage their fish, because I will, I'll point at the tank and go, "You're bad fish. People told me about you." Does that mean those fish go through neuroses? But why does that guy hate us? But the crab thing does kind of surprise me, that they'd be itchy. But if you take the rubber bands off their claws, then they can actually itch themselves, right? I wasn't done reading. Son of a... No harm done. No harm done. All right, now when you say scare, do you mean startle, or do you mean put on a clown mask and tell it to come under the sewer? I mean, because it seems to me startle just about anything. Hell, I was startled at least 7 or 8 times today. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you have become the predator. They know that when there is a predator. It's funny because I can't honestly say that I can, like, I've never met a fish that stood out that I still remember it to this day. But maybe that's because I haven't had as much interaction. Oh, goodness. I think Mother Nature's telling me something. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the hook. All right, I got a pig. I'll be right back. Oh. I'm still on board. I'm still here. I'm still going. Man, he's still on it. Feeling it though. Always give a little extra. Always tip the waitress more than the minimum. Excuse me. I'm getting to it. Let's see what we got. Huh, that sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to start poking. I know there's lots out there that I've yet to see that you guys have, that people have been doing. The best is always something to be aspired to. I don't think we ever quite make it, but let's see. All right, well, yeah, that's fine. I got a bunch of different stuff going on. Not by choice, just by the universe. My art history in regards to how long have I been doing it? I mean, excuse me, very young. My dad gave me canvas and brushes and stuff like that young. And although I didn't take to that right away, it evolved over the course of time. But I mean, I don't think it's in here, but I got a piece from when I was a young teenager. So we're talking like 83, 84. So we're talking, 80, 90, 40 years old. I got a piece that's 40 years old that I did as a young lad, a very young lad. And I've tried to refine it I do it straight for a few years and then I take a break and go to something else and then I come back to it for a few. And that's kind of the way all my arts kind of do that. Is they all have their time and then you move on and then you let that rest for a little bit and then you go back in. But again, it's kind of like even the YouTube thing. It's like, all right, well, let's try something else. Let's try something else. Let's try something. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep going. And that's how I felt in regards to my body of work. It's like, when I first started, I wasn't thinking about making the Mona Lisa. I was just painting and going, all right, let's play. And then after I passed like my 500th piece, I'm like, well, why don't you actually start trying a little harder? Probably Family Spirits. That's the one that hangs on my kitchen. That's supposed to represent the spirit of my father, my sister, my grandfather, and my 2 dogs. And it was one of the few pieces where I like executed exactly the way it was kind of like visualized in my head. And that's why I like it. That's my most expensive piece. Because I never intend on selling it. And then my second favorite is when I did my 3rd year in college. And that's hanging in the living room. And that's really speaks of the 80s. I'll be all of that stuff is coming out once we start getting into gallery season. Where I'm going to start talking more about the pieces as they pull them out. Because some of them are deep and some of them are shallow as hell. And there's a good mix. Like I have a lot of written word paintings that, where I didn't think I could communicate it, enough with the visual, where I just like slam the letters up there and go, no, look at this, look at this. And that's, oh, you hear that? It's the chime wave, my friend. And I can feel the bubbly bubbles. Yeah, it's funny because I like the prints of paintings. I never really did that, and I'm kind of doing it with my T-shirts, where I have my art on the T-shirts that I sell. But I'll grow and adapt and keep trying different stuff. They be charging. Of course they are. Put a lot of time into that. I admire the glass blowers in the sense where I really haven't seen any glass blower do work that was so shitty where I was like, ooh, that's ugly. Most of the time it's pretty cool when they do stuff. I don't think I'd want to, it's funny because I would be interested in that craft and trying my hand at it, but it wouldn't be for like bowls or bongs or anything like that. It would just be for glasses. And I don't mean face glasses, I mean drinking glasses. I do admire other artists who have a mastery over their particular crafts. But I feel it in every pore of my being. I have to call Uncle. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it is. Well, and it's subjective too. That's the part that I keep forgetting about. But be that as it may, I'm going down. I can't keep going. I feel my biology telling me, no, Kev. Now it's time to finish that beer and go night night. I appreciate it. Keep positive vibes in your heart. Thanks, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.